Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you very much for doing that. If you are new and this is the first time you're hearing this, really appreciate it if you smack that like button, hit the subscribe button, and also ring the bell. It would help a lot. As you know, we're trying to get up to the heady heights of 1,000 and 2,000 and so on. There is a pin post below that tells you what we're looking to do as milestones for those awards. So today's video for you, this week's video, we are looking at the USS Florida in World of Warships. She is a Tier 7 premium battleship. Quite an interesting ship. We'll have a look at what she's like in game as well in the replay for you, the post-game stats and a bit of a summary. What we'll do now though is we'll have a look in port. We'll see the kind of the details that we've got. You can have a look at my captain build, how I've spec'd it, and then obviously we'll do a little bit of a history that we can do it in terms of the ship. So as we said, she's at tier 7 here. We have 51,800 HP with a 26% reduction on torpedo damage. Artillery is 3 quad-mounted 356mm Mark 11 turrets. They're 14-inch guns basically, with a smattering of 127mm guns in single and double mounts mounted amidships here. AA wise, she's pretty well respected. She's got pretty respectable AA there. We have some single mounts here on the bow. We have some single mounts on top of the turret, a nest of a quad mount with some singles, another quad mount, some more singles along the side of the ship as well, and then some doubles and quads here at the stern, and of course a triple, the two double mounts in the stern. Maneuverability wise, she can do 27 knots without speed flag. Obviously at the minute I've not got any flags on there, but you can boost that up a little bit with a speed flag, and a 15.4 rudder shift time is reasonably okay, but obviously depends how you want to set the ship up. Concealment wise, 12.1 detectability by sea, and I do run a fairly concealment standard build. In terms of the captain, this is a 19-point captain build, and as you can see I'm running pyro with emergency repair specialist as my level 1 skills, with grease the gears. Then we've put the survivability skills together here with basic survivability, with emergency repair expert, concealment expert, and fire prevention expert. And that gives a fairly well-rounded ship, I think. Plenty of survivability, but also it gets those turret rotations quite quick, 37.5 seconds. Relatively quick, I suppose is a better terminology. Equipment-wise, we will go into that for you now. So just bear with it. There we go. So main armament mod 1, damage control mod 1, secondary bat mod 1 could be changed now for main battery mod 2, or the artillery plotting room if you so wanted to. And then damage control mod 2. Initially she was quite well known for having reasonably good secondaries at tier 7. Obviously since the rework and since the unification of some of the secondary range and things like that, she's not got that punch anymore. They only go out to 6.7 kilometers, not the 9.5 that the Scharnhorst and the Leon can do at the minute. So I'm probably going to change that either to the main battery mod 2 or to artillery plotting room mod 1. Mod 1 might be a better idea because it takes the 18.6 kilometer range and it gets you just over 20 kilometers in range then. So we'll consider that, I think, as an option. Specification wise, in terms of the consumables, as you see, she does have a fighter with defensive AA, which is really nice to see, with 4 heals that have a pretty quick cooldown and a relatively long action time at 30 seconds. So she can heal back a reasonable chunk of health, but just be warned about that. So that's how she sits in game, as you can see. One of the first things that we all said about her when she first came into the game was that it looks like the North Carolina. And the resemblance is not uncanny at all, because what we're looking at here is one of the design protocols for what was deemed Project 16 in the US Navy. Project 16 was the design of the start of what would be termed the fast battleship in the US Navy. They didn't go in for the battle cruiser denomination, but they went for fast battleship instead. The first of these was actually the BB-55, which is the North Carolina, which we do have in game here at Tier 8. This is as she would have been seen in game, in fleet and in combat, and as many pictures do show her and her sister ship. As you see, though, she has triple 16-inch turrets, as opposed to the quad 14-inch turrets that you see here. This design for Project 16 was quite unique in that it had these quad 16s, and again, learning something from the French, it seems as well. This split down the middle between the 1-2 and the 3-4 turret. There's nothing official in any paper that I've been able to find, but I would expect that would actually have some sort of an armor split between it, so that they didn't lose a full turret. Should they have any issues, they would lose at most 2 barrels and still have a workable, functioning offensive armament there. In the end, going to the 16s made the North Carolina class much more feasible, but they were concerns about them, mainly because when they talked about the armor, they were basically rated as adequate. The reason they were rated as adequate is because of the potential for these 16-inch guns that she ended up mounting against the armor that she has. So, a bit of an interesting background. It's nice that we actually get to see what one of the design protocols was, and obviously the comparison between the North Carolina and the Florida, it does come up quite often. They both have similar aspects in terms of both how they look with the quite the flat bow, with a rake there as it comes away. The shape and in terms of the superstructure and the layout, they're all very, very similar and very, you can definitely see the lineage in the design between Florida and the NoCal. As it ended up, they went with the NoCal design as opposed to these quad 14s, just for the weight of shell, it would appear to be. So there you go, a little bit of history. So that does mean that Florida is unfortunately a design only ship, as you can see listed in the information here about the ship. Coming up is a bit of an unusual replay though. It is actually a ranked battle that we had to put on a big pair of pants in the Florida, with the new rank season obviously being 6 and 7 for bronze. So enjoy. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the replay. So a bit of a different replay for you in this review. As you can see, I'm out in the Florida, and it might look like there's been a bit of a matchmaker faux pas here. There's only 7 players on each team. What's going on? Well, those of you with an eagle eye will see down at the bottom, we are actually in a ranked battle. So this was live on stream.
Morning, men.
We're on the strat map. We're in the Florida, and we are attempting to get a win in our ranked battles. As you can see, quite a nice matchup for the Florida here. On both teams, as you can see, we're against a Sinop, a Flint, an Algerie, an ARP Mallorca, a Trento, a Z39 from Cirque, and a Leningrad. On my team, I have a New Orleans, a Zara, an Eastern Dragon, which is basically just a Mallorca, just like the ARP is, a Nuremberg, a Jarvis, and a Shiriatsu. So we're going to head towards the ACAP in Florida. We're wearing our Golden Eagle camo, and we're going to see what we can do from the middle. Hopefully we can pull a win out, but we'll just have to wait and see exactly what happens, and hopefully we'll be able to hopefully we'll be able to get something good out of this. So we're training our guns over to the left-hand side of the ship. And we're going to see what our first pop is. So the first ship we see is an Algerie with a Trento heading into the Charlie cap. Our New Orleans opens up on the Algerie. Their team has heavily gone into sea to cap it, so that tells us that there is at least 3 other ships in there besides the Trento, which is the ARP Mayoko and the Trento. As you can see, I'm looking for shots there and I can't see any, but when we do raise up, we can get shots just into that ARP. We pull the trigger, send all the shells. So I've always said, as you know, we've got triple quad turrets here. However, we catch no joy and all the shells miss. Not a very auspicious start to this game. Our first salvo caused no joy. The Sanop has been spotted. So we're going to pull into that. At the minute, our team has no caps. We're losing on points steadily. I can't get the shells over for the Algerie, but the Algerie is turning bow in as well. He's now going to turn and give us a lovely broad though. We're just going to wait. Not a perfect shot, but we'll take it. Shells in the air. 5.6k. It's not the kill that we're after, but we'll take it. However, our Shiriatsu just got taken out by the Z39. So they are an advantage. We're waiting for the reload. We're 15 seconds away from being able to launch. The New Orleans is opened up with his 203s. The Algerie is still pushing forward, trying to get our Jervis. He turns in, so we're waiting. Just get the shots off, and the Algerie goes down. But unfortunately, he does take our Jervis. So we're now 2 ships down, and it's 2 of our destroyers as well. This isn't looking pretty. The Z39 is there.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Torpedoes from the Algerie there. Unfortunately, we are going to weep them both. That's not a good start for us, that. Our heals popped, our damage cons popped. We've got an ARP Mayoko shooting us now as well. The Flint has been spotted in the middle.
Enemy battleship detected.
We'll try and get a bit of an aim on the Flint. Shells in the air. Not a good shot on the Flint at all there. 2 overpens and a pen. We are taking a lot of burn damage here from that Flint. Not to forget, of course, that the Z39 is lurking in that smoke and probably has torpedoes heading for us. We're waiting for the reload. The Flint is nicely broadsiding to us. Bit of jutter there in game. Shots out. Unfortunately, we clipped the island, but it's enough to get 1 pen and a citadel and knock that Flint down to 1200 HP. We've got to survive this burn, which we do. The Flint gets taken out by the Nuremberg, which is great. However, there's a sign up right there waiting for us to go out. Torpedoes come across from our Zara, and then we spot the enemy's Leningrad. Yep. The Leningrad has taken up a flanking position, and we're now stuck between a Z39 and a Leningrad. I've got AP loaded. I don't have HE preloaded. The Z39 is not inside our secondary range. He's just turned into it though. He's slowed in the turn, so we pull the trigger. Nice 4 overpens, giving us 3.8k of damage. The New Orleans is opening up behind us. I'm now loading the HE. The Flint managed to torpedo our Zara, even though the Flint has been dead for a long time. The Hydro is kicked in from the Z39. I hear the torpedo to port warning, so there's the torpedoes from the Z39. I'm waiting for these to, I'm waiting for my guns to load. I do have the ship in full stop, but we do take a big hit through the bow from the sign up there. We've got 1 kill, the team's down, they've got the points. It's Looking a bit desperate here. There's 4 ships left to win this. The Leningrad is still out wide with our Nuremberg hunting him. There are 3 ships in front of us. They've got 2 caps. The points are starting to run away from us. It's not feeling good, this. I'm using the island to keep me from being focused from those ships there. The New Orleans has been sunk. The Leningrad is taking some nice fire there from the Nuremberg. There's the torpedoes from the Mallorca coming through the gap. Synop's opened up on our Nuremberg. Is he going to get the blap? No, but he does get the high caliber. It's not looking good, this game. It's not looking good for the team. I've got a Mallorca pressuring me. I've got a Synop pressuring me. The Leningrad has gunned down the Nuremberg, which is not good. However, I'm not spotted, which tells us that obviously the Leningrad isn't close by. Our Eastern Dragon is using his Hydra on the other side there. It's really of no help at all because we know where all the enemy ships are. There's a Synop pushing towards us. There's a Trento in the back. There's a Mallorca nearby. We're getting a bit, this is touching cloth, I think is the terminology. We do spot the Mallorca though, who's giving us a really nice broadside. We wait, we bring the guns on, pull trigger, and blap. There goes the Mallorca. We've also got our heel off. I've got it stopped, and I do go astern here because, as we saw, the Synop is pulling round. Now, I'm popping the fighter plane here because although fighters don't spot, when you fire, you get spotted by the plane. I've got 10 seconds for the gun, so I know roughly where the Synop is. 3 seconds. All the guns are loaded. I've got AP. I just got to hope that I can shoot him before he shoots me. He who shoots first wins. 7 pens, 2 citadels, high caliber, 3 down, 2 to go. But we've still got 200 points. The Trento behind us can fire torpedoes. I'm willing the ship to go forwards, but I'm in a really lucky position here that his torpedoes are spread around me. The Leningrad is starting to open up as well. We're pulling forward, popping the repair straight away because of the fire and the health situation. Shots out. Can we get the kill on the Trento? Nope, the Trento survived. He's on 2k. We've got another set of torpedoes coming, but we've dodged that. We're looking for that Leningrad who's in smoke behind us. We've got fire from the secondaries. The fire is ticking. And bingo. There's our 4th kill. So, 1 ship left. They've still got the points and the cap advantage. This is a bit close, this. There's plenty of time, so we can play, we can sail into the other caps and do that. But the minute we leave this cap, the Leningrad can simply sail in, stop us taking any points, and their lead will extend, and he can just keep coming behind us doing that. I made a decision. I'm loading HE. I'm pushing forward. He's out of the smoke. We do see him. We put a bit of lead on. If we'd been firing AP, we probably wouldn't have got as much damage as we did. 3.8 with only 3 pens. We'll take it. He's at 3,160 damage. I'm praying the guns to load quicker, load quicker, load quicker. I know his torpedoes are going to be seconds away from being ready. We're keeping them loaded. We're keeping them there. He's down to 1900. Our secondaries are there. Come on, make the turn. Give us the best shot possible. Shots out. 400 HP. There's the Kraken. Post-game stats to follow. So there we go, guys. We've had a look at it. We've seen it in action. The Tier 7 USS Florida. I'm really quite happy with that replay, especially for a ranked battle. You know, I'm not the biggest competitive player, And I do get a bit concerned about that sometimes. But as you can see, just over 500,000 credits, 101k of damage, Kraken, Dreadnought, Confederate, High Caliber, 8.8k of XP, 1887 free XP, a raft of ribbons and awards and all that kind of really good stuff. Really did enjoy that game. Florida is normally available in the premium shop for you. She normally rings in, I think, around about the £30 mark. I'm just going to double check that and then we will be carrying on with it. So Florida is £27.58p. It's kind of the price you expect for the Tier 7 battleships. Obviously, Shan, obviously Duke of York and Hood are a little bit more expensive at £28 odd, but a reasonable value for money for a quite a nice ship, actually. I think it is. She's got reasonable AA, she's got reasonable guns, she's got a reasonable turn of speed, maneuverability, turret rotation. Again, just like the Fletcher last week, master of nothing, jack of pretty much quite a few. So if you are looking to pick it up, yeah, she's not a bad choice. If you've got this far in the video, really do appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. I hope you enjoyed the little parody video we did on the Russian aircraft carriers. It was a bit of fun, and I did want to see what I could do with a bit of editing and spending a bit of time on that. If I can get more stuff to do that kind of a video with, I probably will maybe see about turning out another one because it was quite good fun to make. Anyway, thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye now.